Hi guys, I'm Dr. Donald Pelto. I'm a full-time podiatrist in Worcester, Massachusetts. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery, where I help other podiatrists develop successful principles and skills in their private practice. I hope you find these videos simple and insightful, and I'd love to hear back from you. Okay, so please comment underneath these videos. Please subscribe to the page.
Hey guys, Don here. Welcome to the weekly update for Podiatry Practice Mastery. I want to start with sharing something funny here. We're having a chat in our office. Probably like all of you, there's a surgence of good feet stores around here, and we tend to get patients coming in after they've seen a good feet store. So they go there, they spend about $2,000. And then they come to see us, and we'll say, you really need a custom orthotic, and we might charge $600 for it. So one of my buddies, I'm just going to read this one. He had an idea. He said, how would you feel about me making a car decal and paying someone who works at the Good Feet Plaza $100 to park in front of their store every day? It would have language like, interested in truly custom orthotics made by medical professionals, with a QR code for people to scan to make an appointment. If one person comes in for us for orthotics, it's worth it. It isn't breaking any rules or laws to display decals on cars. Those parking spots aren't reserved for Good Feet store customers. I'm extremely salty because I've had two patients from the last week that got ripped off. Giant magnetic decal, $53. The person would be able to just slap it on the hood of their car every time they park. I think it would be both hilarious and effective. So I'd like to know what you're doing for the Good Feet store. We wrote an article recently that we published, and we have it sitting in our treatment room. I think it's like the truth behind Good Feet store. Anyway, that's number one. Want to talk about a few things. A few people have asked me based on the Ultrasound Masterclass we did last week, I think it was, who I use. I use 2020. Once again, I don't get paid by them. We have two ultrasounds. The reason we chose that one is because we had different people kind of come to our office, and it merges with our PACS system. So it's really easy to show patients the ultrasounds that we're using. One thing I'm kind of excited about now is going to the AAPPM meeting. If you guys haven't been there, it's a great group. I got asked to do 3 different lectures, and I'm going to give you some highlights of some of the lectures that I'm going to be giving. And just to talk about in terms of like repurposing content, I'm going to be, the lectures I get to give there, I'm going to be repurposing those for future master classes. Okay, just so you know kind of the idea of, I'm a big repurposer. You kind of use it in one thing and then use it in something else, and so on and so forth. The next master class, if you haven't signed up, is going to be it's on Achilles Tendonitis, and I've asked Doug Ritchie. He's going to be there to do a portion on his Aero Spring brace as a method of offloading the Achilles during the recovery. So I'm gonna give you the highlights now of these lectures that I'm going to be doing here. Okay. So here are the lectures that I'm going to be giving at the AAPPM seminar, and so I'm going to reutilize this content just so you know. This is kind of the way I do things. So when I make a presentation, I always kind of reutilize it in a couple ways. One is going to be sharing it in this weekly update. Another one is going to be, these are going to be the kind of the motives of the future master classes, and then I'll probably turn these into articles. One thing that I'm working on right now is taking that last master's class in ultrasound and then putting that into an article to submit to podiatry management. So that's kind of a hard thing for me to do, meaning I'm just not used to writing articles. I'm used to, I like to do videos a little bit easier. So it's a little bit beyond my comfort zone, but I'll let you know how that goes. So there's 3 lectures. One's going to be on patient presentations, one's going to be on EMR efficiency, and the other one's going to be on YouTube. So let me go over a few of the highlights. I'm not going to go over the whole lecture slides, but basically I'm going to teach people how to use patient presentations in their daily encounters using technology, and I'm going to go over some things like this. I just want to show you, this is my first patient presentation that I used in 2012. It's kind of improved since then, but this is the first one before I did a surgery. I talk about the different types of slides. This is the current one that I use, and anyone can get this by going to patientpresentations.com. I kind of explain the benefits, kind of the concerns. And then I'm going to go a little bit deeper into using these foot treatment checklists. If you don't use these really make my life a lot easier, where I can kind of guide people in terms of their treatment. And then this is where you get access to all the patient presentations. The next one's going to be on EMR efficiency. And I'm gonna go over this, talking about how to like use EMR. And I give all my slide templates, but I'm really doing a deep dive in how to do like exam prepping, how to document. And the main issue here is teaching how to use a scribe and using different type of encounters, procedures, and things like that. Here are all the different types of orders that my scribe does: X-rays, ultrasounds, orders for pathology, DME orders, my DME order sheet. These will be in the future masterclass that I'm going to do. Okay, this is an example of a note. So I'm not going to go over all this, but that's that next one. And then the last one is going to be using YouTube. I haven't done this one before for you guys, but I'm going to talk about doing YouTube, not as a way to be a YouTube star, but just to make an efficient use of your time. Okay, so I go over some of my YouTube videos, kind of how I use it, getting good audio, kind of getting it done. This is my setup. This is where I'm at right now. This is how I do it currently. So I have two screens. This is the little video recorder I use. This is the light that I use. This is my coffee. And so this is kind of how this is my current setup when I'm recording. And you can see, you just can't see behind me, but if you looked forward, that's what you would see. I talk about finding ideas and things like that. So those are going to be the lectures at the AAPPM meeting. If you're going to be there, I'd like to see you there. Otherwise, I'm going to repurpose those into future master classes. So I think that's about it for now. Our next master class is going to be on Achilles Tendonitis. I think there's only about 30 spots left. If you want to sign up, I'll put a link underneath here for that. Okay, thanks guys. Until next week. Bye-bye.